Hey, welcome back. I'm Ellie. Let's do some Lego dotting. This is one of the Lego dot sets that was just released this year in March 2022. It's the big message board, and it is exactly that. It is a big message board, a blank blue board that you, put your message on in Lego. Which is not as easy as it sounds. So anyway, there are 943 pieces in this, most of them teeny tiny, and it's $60 here in Australia, $40 in the US, and different prices depending upon where you are in the world. So we've cracked into it. Let's have a look what the box contains. Little bits of cardboard that fall out everywhere. So we have got four 16 by 16 blue plates, which you can either put side by side or turn them into a square. I think I kind of like it this way, but I'll have to decide what my design is as to how I'm going to configure it. Too many choices is a bit of a problem for me. So we got all these bits that are for decorating. So we got purple, coral, yellow, green, blue, and in here are the bits that actually put it together. These are the hangers. There should be two of them in here. Oh, finally we get a dot set that actually has got a brick separator. Oh, and these new pillow pieces in a corner and a 4x1 pillow piece. They're for the border. That is so awesome. They're going to come in real handy. I keep thinking I'll just make lots of couches out of them. But first up, we got to put them on the message board. So here are instructions, which are basically putting together the board, and then you just have inspiration, and that's where I tend to draw a blank. But there are lots of choices, inspiration choices on here, but not instructions as to how to go about it. Well, there are kind of. You just copy what's there. But if you want to make your own text, you've got to use, well, you're going to have to do some measuring because this is a really, really big board and trying to get everything centered. Oh, love that double shadow writing. I have to give that a try. I want to do that. But anyway, it's a really big board and trying to get things centered is going to be tricky. So tips and tricks. Okay, I don't understand this. This is actually the same ratio as the bracelets, the dots bracelets. So if you don't want to cut that out, that might help. But seriously, I look at this as just a mumbo jumbo to me. Okay. So, but I really want to do this double bubble writing, this double shadow writing. So first up, let's get the actual board together. So I've got a blank canvas to then decide what on earth I'm going to do with. So I definitely want it in horizontal mode. I don't want to do the big square because I think I've got an idea of what text I want to write on this, but I don't know how it's going to fit. Anywho, let's just put it together. So we've got a hanger at the top on one side. We'll have one on the other side. We've got to get these four plates on really securely because this is designed obviously to hang on a wall and you don't want it to drop off and destroy all your hard artwork on it. So we're putting the grey plates along. These ones fill up the seams. I like how they flashed out those grey with the yellow. It just looks really nice and vibrant. And yeah, we've got all four on now. Our other hook on the other end. Grey bits lining here, and because everything's been lifted up by one plate, nice to have a little grey square in the centre too. We got one extra grey plate, which is you probably use that for when you put it in square. We also have got two brick separators, so the little single one and the orange one as well. I'm yet to have one of the big long brick separators that you get when you're doing lots and lots of dots work. Anywho, okay, so now we get to use these corner cushion pieces and cushion the whole edge. It's a cushioned edge. It's a beautiful blue frame. So let's put these 16 million of these on as per the instructions, and then we got to decide what we're going to do with it. Aren't they lovely? There's a little message board too, which means that we're going to be able to do this in a smaller stage, and this one has got a white frame on the smaller message board. Anyway, okay, so let's get all of our little dots out and see what we have to work with. So we've got white squares and white quarter pie. We got yellow squares, yellow quarter pie, green squares, green quarter pie. Oh, okay, that's a problem. Because I was banking on those having squares, but those blue ones only have quarter pie. So we got some purple of both shapes and coral of both shapes as well. All right, now this is where if you're trying to do something on a big scale, it's really hard to get it centered, and often I take everything off and have to move it over one space. So if you go into the actual, I was hoping that this would actually work for us, but let's have a look. So if you go into the dots page on the Lego site, so this is the board that we're actually doing, but that's not helpful. So we don't need that at the moment. If we go to the top where it says products, next to that it says learn more. And in here we've got a 3D decorator. Now, last time I looked in here, they only had a little tiny thing that you could work out what you're going to do on, but now they've got some more of the some more of the choices up here, and we've got the small message board. So I don't know that this is going to help us, but it would be really, really good if we could, yeah, okay. So if they were to, this is really cool, if they were to make this like the big message board, so you could sketch out what you're going to do first and then make sure you have enough pieces in the colors that you want to use, that would be really handy, but they don't have it yet. So what I have done is I've actually ducked into a program called stud.io, which is a Bricklink program, when Bricklink's now owned by Lego. It used to be called stud.io, now it's apparently called Studio 2.0. So this is, you can actually build digitally on this program. I am not good at this, but to actually put together, like to mock up what I want this to say and have it centered, it's worth giving it a try, but it's not terribly intuitive for me anyway. I'm not great at it. But anyway, this is an option if you want to try and mock it up before you do it. And I have already done that. I'm not going to show you what I've actually decided to do, but the one that I mocked up, actually, I counted in the blue pieces as having squares, so I'm going to have to mess about with the colors, and hopefully I will have enough colors to do what I want to do. So just doing simple writing along the top, because I'm going to have a little bit of a phrase, and using all purple for this. And I also, now I'm going to have, I wasn't going to use the purple in the bubble writing down below, but I think I'm going to have to now because I can't use the blue. Anyway, hopefully I will have enough pieces to be able to do what I want to do, because it's going to be really, really awful if I get to the end and discover like I'm one piece short. Let's not have that happen. So, all right, almost got our text on the top, ready to go. There we go. So what would I rather be doing? I'm pretty sure you can guess. And you can change this to whatever it is that you would rather be doing. But for me, I would rather be, well, using this 2D, 3D, this double shadow writing. Oh, okay. It's got eight thingies up in their example, but I've only got 7 spaces that I can use for the actual vertical. So I'm going to have to adapt these letters just a little bit. But I reckon that this is doable. So let's just see whether I have enough colors to be able to write what I want to do. So, and also have to leave the amount of spaces to fit between the two. It's really hard for my brain. Even though I've already mocked this up, I'm having to mess about with it because the colors, I'm not using the colors that I thought I was able to use. And I don't know if I've got enough colors to be able to do it. Anywho, let's just keep going and see if we get there in the end, shall we? Let's turn the music up and just relax. Okay, so we've got to the end. Now I can kind of mess about with the remaining colors that I have, and I will not alternate them to be able to put in the double shadow. So using the purple now just in some of the shadowy bits, and alternating the colors so I'm not using the same color as the actual text in the shadow of that particular letter. It's too many variables to have to think about. It's not fun anymore. No, it is fun. It's going to look amazing when it's finished. We are so close to being there. There we go. Look, I'd rather be building, but I cannot bear not having these blue bits in. So we're just going to use them. That kind of ties the framework in with the plate. It looks really nice with the base plate. So just making little random circle dotty bits with these blue pie pieces that I didn't use otherwise because there weren't any square ones. I so wanted to use them for the actual text. But anyway, that was not what Lego offered me. And I've made all of this just out of the pieces that are included in the set. So if you want to make this design as well, you will have all the pieces that you need in this set. So, oh no, you know, be creative, make your own text. There we go. I'd rather be building, I would, rather than be building than trying to plan out how to get all this text centered on this enormous canvas. But it does look really spectacular. It's going to look really, really good on my door. Now I just need to stay out. I have no interest in whatever you're trying to tell me. I'd rather be building. Bye. No, I don't do that. That would be so rude. I'm so interested in what the people who come to my door have to say to me. No, I'm not. They can go away. I just want to be building. All right. I'll see you with another video really, really soon. Let me know what you think of the big message board. Whether having such a big blank canvas is daunting for you as well. And I will be back with another video really soon. So see you then. Bye.